What's up? Wart.
What's up, fellow collectors? Today I'm talking about the Halo Legends, the package action figure 3-pack. Very excited about this because I really enjoyed the Halo Legends animated kind of film that they did. I hope that, 343 Industries actually continues and starts to make more stuff in that vein. I'm really excited about stuff like that. I know they're making an animated series coming up for the Halo 5 stuff, so I'm super excited to see what that's all about. Here you can see what the figures look like in the packaging, and I do think that this packaging just looks really good for, if you're an inbox collector and you want to display them without opening them up. I think that this window kind of box looks very unique and very cool. On the side here you get a picture of what they look like in the film. You got the Master Chief, Kelly, and Fred all kind of running around. You got those, I forgot what they're called, little bird things that they're flying around on. I think that looks pretty cool. On the side here, it gives you a description of what each figure comes with. You get Kelly with a shotgun and her plasma rifles. Fred comes with these really cool looking knives and a Spartan laser. And then the Master Chief's got his assault rifle and a Covenant energy sword. And that's also really cool because we got a ton of weapons included with this pack, something that we don't see too often from McFarlane. On the back here, this is actually, I found something really interesting. Tells you the Series 2 versions of the Halo 4 action figures, and it's really interesting too because you can see that they have Commander Lasky here, and he was actually a figure that got canceled, and it's probably because the Captain Keyes figure did a very poor job of selling, and I think they're afraid that he was going to be doing the same thing for them. And then they also have the Series 2 of the Micro Ops figures, and if you know anything about the Micro Ops stuff, it didn't go past Series 1 because it wasn't a very successful, endeavor by McFarlane. But, I mean, these things look really cool. I would actually like to see a Micro Ops Series 2 with all this stuff. You got a Scorpion, Covenant Watchtower, you got this cool, Gauss Hog, you got these figures, and just a lot of cool stuff, and even like a Wolverine. So, I would have liked to see it. I like the Micro Ops stuff, but that's just me. On the side here, you get a little biography of each character. I'm going to zoom in here. If you want to go ahead and read these, go ahead and pause the video. There's the Master Chief. Going down, we got Frederick, and here's his biography. So go ahead and pause the video if you want to read that. And then we got Kelly, so you can go ahead and pause the video if you want to read that as well. So, very cool stuff. I'm going to go ahead and open these guys up and review it. Alright, I got these figures opened up, and I have a ton of great things to say about them. There's a few gripes that I have here and there, but they are very few, far and between. For starters, these guys come with a ton of weapons, which is awesome for collectors who like to army build like myself, because it gives you more weapons to put into your arsenal, and they come with a little bit more of a rare type weapon, which is the energy sword. Energy sword looks really great. This is more of the Halo 3 style energy sword as opposed to the Halo Reach style, where it's a little bit thinner, but it's still a little bit longer to the blades, which I actually think looks a little bit better than the Halo Reach version. You get an assault rifle, and that's Halo 3 style as well. These are pretty much all the Halo 3 style weapons, and this looks really good as well. You get 2 plasma rifles, very cool looking guns. You get a Spartan laser, and they really did a good job with the detail work on that, man. The paint job is just spot on with this thing. All the writing and little accents and details everywhere. It just looks freaking incredible. You get a very small shotgun. This is like the Halo 3 style. When they first came out with the Halo 3 figures, they were very tiny shotguns that they gave them. Then they eventually upgraded to bigger versions of the shotgun in the later series because these kind of look out of scale. Then we also got 2 of these little silver knives here, and these look great. Nothing too incredibly detailed about them, just kind of silver serrated blades. And you get to see Fred use those in the package as well. Now I could get all of these figures to hold on to their guns, which is always a good thing. Master Chief does a great job holding on to his assault rifle with both hands, even though I have him displayed only holding one. and he actually does a surprising job holding on to the energy sword, even though his hand isn't really molded to fit onto the energy sword handle. And Fred, he does a pretty decent job of holding the Spartan laser, although I might do some modifications on the Spartan laser trigger to actually make it to where he can hold on to it even better. And then Kelly, she holds onto a shotgun very well as displays her plasma rifles very well on her side, and I just think that it looks really cool. Really happy about that. Now the Master Chief is very, very awesome. I'm very happy about him. He came out very, very nicely. You know, the armor sculpt is probably my favorite Master Chief that I've seen out of the entire McFarlane line. I mean, he just looks really bulky and massive, and you know, I feel like the proportion for the Master Chief is finally correct for this guy, for the action figure. You know, just how bulky he looks, how his legs look in proportion to his upper body. Everything just looks like the Master Chief should look. His articulation is phenomenal. All three figures have the same type of articulation, and I just love the head articulation. I just love it when a figure can very much look down and very much look up and not be blocked by or restricted by any of the armor on them. I'm very happy about that. You got a nice 360 motion at the arm here, nice ball hinge elbows and ball hinge wrists. You got some articulation at the waist here. His legs, they can't really kick out too far, you know, but it's still a really nice, decent range of motion that you can get. You got a nice ball hinge knee, ball hinge ankles, and then on the toe here you got a little bit of articulation, which really helps balance the figure and get him in an even cooler pose than you can imagine. As far as the detail goes, the paint job is immaculate. I'm really happy about that. They just did an amazing job with all the little details here. I love all the little stripes they put over his armor and this 117 that they put onto his chest. I think that looks really good. Just a really amazing job McFarlane did with Master Chief. He's my favorite Master Chief in my collection today because of that. Then you got Kelly here, and I'm really excited about Kelly because, you know, we don't have a lot of female Spartans, and you can clearly tell she's female just by her figure, the way her, you know, hips curve out and stuff. I'm really excited about that. And her armor just looks really, really cool. She's got that EVA type armor and all these little lines and sculpts all over her body. Just look awesome, man. The paint job is just immaculate. Once again, McFarlane really outdid themselves with this figure, and I'm really happy about that. And what I think is really cool are her boots. They almost kind of look like high heels. It's like the Spartan high heel boot, and I think that looks really cool, and it really just accents the fact even more that this is a female Spartan. Don't mess with her because she's super fast and she'll punch you right in the face. The last figure you get with this pack is Fred, and man, he is just an incredible figure as well. You know, all three of these guys and girl are very, very awesome figures, man. Definitely excited about this. His detail and his, you know, all his sculpting is just as good as the Master Chief's, which makes him probably my second favorite Spartan. Master Chief only trumping him because I have more of a, you know, affirmation for Master Chief. But his armor, man, everywhere looks good. The sculpting, the detail, everything, right down to the toes, man. It's just very, very awesome. You even got the 104 on his helmet here, and then you got it on his chest because that's, you know, his Spartan number for you people that do not know that. And just really, really cool stuff everywhere all around him. And what I really like is these knives are designed for him, and you could just plug them right into his shoulders. And I just think that that looks really cool. You know, we haven't seen a figure with a removable knife in it yet, and I hope that McFarlane will eventually start bringing this idea back into their process of doing things. I just think that that looks really cool for display purposes. Now, unfortunately, he can't really hold on to his knives because they're a little bit too small for his hands. You know, you try and put them in there and they kind of just fall right out. You know, that is a little bit unfortunate, but still, you know, I think that the fact that you could display them in the armor like that looks really, really good. So I'm not going to knock it too much for that. I just wish that he could hold on to the knives. Another thing that I really enjoy about these figures is the feet on them. That's one thing that I always had a problem with McFarlane figures, and you can see that the feet and the boot area of these Spartans are just perfect, man. They're just big enough to withstand the total top heavy weight of the figure. And for some reason with the other figures, they always had like smaller feet for like bigger figures, and it didn't really make sense to me because, you know, it makes them very, very hard to balance. I wish McFarlane would bring the size of the boots back for these guys for all the Spartans universally. You know, even Kelly here, she's got these heel feet, but since they're so big, you could easily get her to stand up with just no issues at all. And I really hope that McFarlane brings this type of sculpting back to their Spartans for the Halo 4 and Halo 5 line. That'd be really awesome for me. Alright, here's a quick Spartan size comparison with all these guys. You could tell, you know, George is still clearly the tallest Spartan McFarlane has ever made into scale with the other Spartans. Master Chief isn't far behind with this new sculpt, and I think Fred's actually a little bit taller than Master Chief. And you can even tell the difference between these two Master Chiefs. This is the Halo 4 and this is the packaged version of Master Chief, and you can tell what I mean about the sculpting and just the overall bulk of the figure. You know, I wish the Halo 4 style Master Chief had the same type of bulk that the packaged Master Chief had and the other Spartans. We got Thorn back here from Halo 4 as well. He's probably the shortest out of all the Spartans here besides Kelly and Kat for the males. Then I got Kelly and Kat over here, and Kat's a little bit bigger than Kelly from what it looks like, but I think that looks good. It kind of adds more, you know, distinction between the characters, and I think that's a good thing. So overall, I think this is a really awesome pack. I highly recommend it to any Halo fan. It's probably one of my favorite things that I've gotten that McFarlane has made for the Halo line. Definitely a really cool set, and plus it's Blue Team. You know, if you guys are fans of the fiction beyond just the Halo games, you know, Master Chief wasn't the only Spartan alive during the Halo campaign. You know, there was also the Blue Team members that were still out doing stuff, and this is Master Chief's original Spartan squad. Besides, you know, Linda, and they had other various people fill in for Blue Team here and there. But very cool, and this is a team you're going to be seeing in Halo 5 plus Linda, so I'm excited to see what those figures come out as. I know I'm pretty sure McFarlane's going to make the action figure versions of all of those figures. At least I hope so. I got my fingers crossed that they do that and they do them justice. So definitely pick these guys up. Very happy about that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, guys. I come out with a ton of new videos every week. Definitely a lot of reviews. I also do animations. I collect other lines as well, like Halo Mega Blocks, you know, McFarlane Walking Dead stuff. I also really enjoy the Mortal Kombat lines and the Star Wars Black Series lines. So go ahead and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video.